Welcome to Clyde, fueled by C4, Cellucor, and Extend. Use the code Clydesdale to get 20% off at checkout at c4energy.com. On Clydesdale Media, where we bring you the widest array of content here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notifier so you're the first to know when new episodes are available. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Clydesdale Media Roundtable. My name is Scott Schweitzer. I'm the Clydesdale. She is Amy Rodowski, level 8 CrossFitter, super fit stud. And what's going on, Amy?
Well, I had an early morning workout today. Went to work right after. Guess what? I forgot to take clothes to change in after I worked out. So I got to be at work in my workout clothes, which is not that weird because I'm in the preschool classroom. However, I then had a meeting afterwards and then I rushed here. So I still haven't showered from working out this morning. So as soon as I get off of this, I'm going to go take a shower.
Yeah, I have not showered either. I went from workout to grab a quick bite to eat to a meeting to run downstairs to get on here. So before we get started, my gosh, in the chat, hey, Bruce, hey, Jamie, hey, Jody, hey, Seema, Elise, Jody.
What's up,
Did I
friends?
get them all? Jamie. Yeah. What is going on? It's so good to see all of you this afternoon.
So what did you do for your workout, Scott?
I was so nervous. We did our strength. Hey, Corey, we've been doing the squat cycle on Mondays. And so now we're down to like single back squats, a set of 5, a set of 3 sets of 1.
Okay.
And then we do, to close it, then we do 2 sets of the 4 or 2 front squats, 4 back squats at 60%.
Okay.
And it's not to max out, but anyway, that's the finisher. And then we did quarterfinal workout number 3.
Which is which one? Individual one.
That is the 5 burpee box jump overs, 1 clean and jerk, 5 burpee box jump overs, 2 clean and jerks.
At what weight?
So we have 3 versions at our gym. We have RX Plus, RX, and level 1. I am still working on threshold with my lungs, and Patrick was there again today and telling me, do not go heavy. Definitely do not go heavy. You need to work through it. So went fairly light today, but that's not the workout for me. The workout for me is the burpees.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah.
And the box overs. Like for me, that is the entire workout. And the funniest part is, though, I get there today and Christy has all of her stuff in the lane that I'm always in. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll just go somewhere else. And I always pick that because it's the closest to the door. And if I have an asthma attack, I can get outside where it's cooler. But I just was like, whatever, I'll just go to another one. And I started walking over and she's like, no, I'll move my stuff. This is your spot. And I was like, what? Like, what owner does that for their athlete? Well, she does.
Yeah. Nice.
So it was really cool, but I did not think I would finish that workout. Burpees for me have been a struggle. They have been getting easier. They were easier in the open. And I finished. It was a 12-minute cap and I hit it at 11:52. I had to go fast on the last 5 clean and jerks and not miss to be able to go.
Yeah.
And of course I was the last one to finish, which is fine, but the coach is right there cheering me on, which was awesome. And that way I knew what he was telling me the time.
Yeah.
So that I could just like pick it up and go for another rep.
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you do today?
All right. Well, today was a lot. So from 0 to 10 minutes, 3 rounds, 8 overhead squats, 24 pull-ups, 80 pounds for females, 115 for males. You got capped at 7 minutes. Okay. So I finished that one in 5:35. Then on minutes 10 to 20, it was 8 power snatches at 115 and 80 and 24 wall balls. That one was not 5 minutes. I was closer to the 7-minute range. That was mostly because of just I was so fatigued everywhere. I had a really hard workout on Saturday, and my body is still feeling it. But that's a lot of reps.
Yeah. Well, it's still better than what Corey doing.
Yeah. Corey, that sucks.
That thing is just awful. God, I
That
hate that one.
The Bergeron beat.
That would be in my top 5 worst workouts ever.
And it's 7 thrusters, I remember. Right?
I don't know. I've put it out of my mind.
Corey, right in the
clean.
notes what it is. You know who I didn't see at the gym this morning?
What are we asking Corey?
We want to know from Corey to remind us what's in the Bergeron beep test. I know there's 7s and I know there's thrusters.
It's a whole lot of suck with no rest. That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
7 thrusters, 7 pull-ups, 7 burpees.
Barf.
That's just dumb.
Mom, barf.
Yeah.
What's the weight?
And you have to complete it or you're done.
Yeah, like death by Bergeron beep test.
What's the weight on the thruster?
I don't know.
I think it's
25?
95, right? It's like a Fran.
It's 75-55.
Should be bar.
Agree, Jody. It is awful. 75-55. You're right, Amy.
So, Charlie, let's address why you weren't at the gym this morning.
Why were you at the gym this morning?
Why was I at the gym this morning?
Yeah.
To get a workout in.
You don't
She
go.
came in to work out with her friend and her friend wasn't there.
You don't go in the mornings.
I did today because I had meetings and I wanted to
nobody told me.
Well,
Maybe we should communicate better.
Maybe we should. Maybe you should just go to the gym every day and we would just run into each other.
I just had hip surgery.
I know. I heard yesterday was a rough day for you.
Did a lot of walking that I shouldn't have done.
Okay. Well.
So speaking of Amy knocking it out of the park, like Corey said down here, we're going to move on from the marriage counseling.
Okay.
And
how dare you?
And
that's what the people want.
Talk about this weekend is age group quarterfinals.
It is. They just released the floor plans.
Yeah, I need to pull that up real fast.
You know what I'm happy about? I don't think I saw anything on there about a ring.
Did Corey make the quarterfinals?
Yeah, he did. Remember?
Yes.
He's going to beat you.
He's not going to beat me.
Where did they release that?
Well,
good for you, buddy.
It's probably only a special email that people get if they.
Who made the quarters?
Well, could you forward me that email so I can pull it up on the screen?
Nope.
I'm on it.
It's only for the gifted.
Maybe you should be a level.
Gifted in certain ways. Only the level 8s get this.
Okay, sent. But here's something I missed. So I took Friday off. I'm still going to take Friday off, by the way. But I'm going to take Friday off, but the actual workouts aren't released until noon on Friday.
Correct.
Well,
noon Pacific time.
Specific.
So 3:00 Eastern time.
So I could go to work. Already got a sub. I'm not going.
You need a judge? I'll come
because I'm actually heading to Lansing, Michigan to see Miss Latimer. And to film her do the workouts. So test 1 Got a start line, a tape line, dumbbells, a pull-up bar.
hell?
Yep.
Why a tape line 5 feet?
Lunges.
Lunges. I'm okay with that.
Dumbbell
Uh,
overhead lunges.
Unless it's 50 pounds, I'm not okay with that.
But just one tape line and then 25 feet from that second. I got it now.
Yeah.
Got it.
I bet you do some
Uh,
cleans or snatches into a lunge. Into some pull-ups.
Yeah.
And Corey is asking, is 2 a 2A and a 2B? Well, let's go to page 2. And we have test 2A and 2B. Well, you know there's something handstand.
Yep.
We got 10 inches from the wall. Got a barbell.
Plyo box.
Got plyo box and a GHD. And it's an A and a B.
So B is going to
Very,
be
very interesting.
B is going to be a max something.
Clean or stretch.
Did you see Jamie's prediction for the first one?
No, sorry.
Dumbbell lunges, farmers, front rack, then overhead, pull-ups, chest to bar, and then bar muscle ups.
Okay. That works.
So snatch or clean and jerk for Max, which he's hoping not, just so you know, in our conversations during this season.
I can tell that the emoji is. Well, we just tested a bunch of stuff, so. Oh, dang it. You're right, Corey. No crossovers.
Yes.
And I actually
So if we go to layout 3, a bench.
There's a rope right there.
Yep.
So why wouldn't we have crossovers? Oh, that rope.
Well, that's a rope, climbing rope.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Charlie. Yeah, you got to rip it from the ceiling, and then you got to double dutch it with 2 people holding the rope.
Stay ready.
I'm all about
Expect
that
the
bench.
unexpected.
All about that bench.
Yes,
No
you've been
trouble.
working on that bench.
Yeah. Well, and Saturday, I did so much benching. 90 reps of bench and 90 deadlifts. All right. Look at number 4.
If it was a max bench.
Number 4,
We did also max bench. It wasn't great.
rower, barbell, and 3 feet tape lines.
That looks boring.
Why?
Because we're going to have to
Burpee
do burpee over both of
rower.
those things.
Yeah, double jump. Like Frogger.
Burpee double jump.
Yeah.
We're adding the triple jump to this year's CrossFit Games.
So, but this looks completely and totally different from all the other ones.
They're tired of you old farts complaining.
Right.
You know, you just wish you could.
I thought Kat Shear was busy and had a client, and she's now
worry
in the
about what she's
comments.
doing.
Yeah.
What's she laughing at? It's really funny.
Who?
Her picture.
Oh.
You can see her picture?
Corey says rower and barbell is going to hurt. Too simple a plan. Yeah, those ones usually do hurt the worst.
Yeah.
Like that stupid event 3 I did today. Burpee box overs and clean and jerks. That was awful. But so gratifying.
Yeah.
Kat says she's laughing at you, Charlie.
Yeah, she is. So let's talk about teams. So teams go this weekend.
Teams go Wednesday and Thursday.
I'm sorry. I'm totally confusing my things. Yes, they go. Okay. Wednesday, Thursday, and then Fridays, these are released. Okay.
Right. And at the press conference, I asked Boz why they cut the age groups from 5 to 4 events and 3 to 2 days. And he said the community feedback was that they are all working adults and can't do the weekend that starts in the middle of the week. So you put the teams smack dab in the middle who are people who probably are less, and some of the team members are probably less invested than the masters athletes and the teen athletes are. And then, like I've proposed a million times on the show, if you would have just done it 1-2-2, one workout on Thursday, two workouts on Friday, two on Saturday, you could have done the majority of the event over the weekend. And if you can't get one workout in a day, then you're not really a CrossFitter.
Well,
Thanks. That's why I do Orange Theory.
And Corey says, I'm a working adult, and that's why I can go whenever I want.
Well, I'm going to have to
Amy
reevaluate.
agrees. 1-2-2 is how it should be for all.
It's supposed to be 1-2-3. Not 1-2 back to 1.
Okay.
Well, okay. So, okay. Anyways, I'll have to wrap my head around this and get it organized.
So, Kat, if you're still in the comments, are you healthy enough to compete this weekend? Inquiring minds want to know. Amy, how is your lat?
My lat is sore, but I think you're referring to my rotator cuff.
Rotator cuff.
It feels pretty
I know
good.
something in that upper body.
It feels pretty good. I will say it's been, it definitely lags, and it actually bench is something that lags on. So like I can see myself push out, and I'm still struggling on this side. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. Oh, it's Kat's lat. I don't know. We can't.
Kat has so many things right now.
If I had a list of the three,
I don't have time to go through the folio.
You have a lot of your own going on, my friend.
I do, but I'm not a level 8 or a quarterfinal athlete, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, geez.
If Kat was on the show, we could ask her if she's been avoiding all vacuum cleaner.
Okay, Kat. Okay.
All right.
Wow. Gotta go.
Yeah.
We'll leave that one off.
I'm not saying that one out loud. Our listeners don't need to hear it.
Yeah. So now that you've seen the floor layouts, no rings.
Yeah.
That has been your Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Are you excited about this weekend? I
am excited. I actually get less nervous for the quarterfinals than I do for the Open. So, yeah, I'm usually more excited because my goal is just to get here, and then I just want to participate. So,
yeah,
I usually feel less stress, and it's usually more of a, I don't love a lot of focused attention, so it's a little more low key. That's what I'm looking for. Just put your head down, do work.
Yeah.
This show took a turn. This show just took a turn.
Wad Zombie wants to know, is that vacuum for sale? Asking for a friend.
Wow.
Yeah. So like Shred, when they do the Open, it is a massive event.
Mm-hmm.
There are massive crowds cheering on everybody. It is not for someone who has anxiety of being spotlighted in the moment. When I've been there for your quarterfinals in the past, much more subdued, kind of done in the off time away from classes.
Yeah.
And you can just kind of do your own thing. And that's where you're at home.
Yeah.
Just a couple of your friends
thrown down,
hanging out.
Yeah. So yeah, I do like that aspect of it. I mean, I have grown as an athlete to accept the community aspect of it, and I'm much better at it. It's just the pressure I put on myself. It's not anybody else. And Charlie knows that stuff too, because Charlie knows how to deal with me in the gym as well. So
Then I'm coming Friday.
Well, you'll have to find out what time I'm doing it.
I'll just sit there all
It
day.
has to be in the evening because she won't even know until 3.
Right. Turns out.
She thought it was noon. She thought it was Thursday. Then she thought it was noon. And now it's 3:00. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm super stoked because I'm going to be driving 3 hours up to Lansing, Michigan. I thought it was going to be a longer drive. It's a much shorter drive than I thought. It's shorter than go to my mom's house.
Yeah. 3 hours doesn't sound bad.
Nope. We got our hotel with a full kitchen. So Julie and I are all stoked. Bring our meal prepped food and have a fun weekend. Yeah. So Corey is saying the teams were announced and 2 of their tests actually need 2 judges.
Oh. Interesting.
That seems like a Hiller heyday to me.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Speaking of, did you see that thing I tagged you in from the athlete? Did you read it? It's about Frank. He's typically a semifinal athlete. Hang on, I'm going to read it.
I don't remember.
Because I think this goes to show you how we've got some challenges here. Here we go. With the judges and the review and the appeal process. Okay. I'm going to read this. It's kind of long. So it's somebody who's been doing CrossFit for 10 years. They have experience competing at the regional and semifinal level. So on Wednesday, they received a score adjustment for event 4 of the quarterfinal. The adjustment claimed they didn't make the touch on the V-ups. Okay. They went to check the video on YouTube on event 4, and it had 0 views on it. 0 views. So he sent an appeal and asked the questions of the exact number of no reps, asked for the reasoning behind the penalty and the percentage of the score adjustment, and an explanation of how they adjusted his score without even watching his video. And after 24 hours, there was no response. And then finally received a response, but his appeal was denied. So I'm curious how that he brings up some good points. How can you not have what did I say? 0 on the views. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so
that's right.
How can you have your score adjusted and it not be viewed?
So I have never been an athlete who was required to submit a video.
Right.
So I don't know that process. So is it the only place you put it on YouTube and you send the link to CrossFit, or can you send them like the full version in an email?
I'm pretty sure it's a YouTube, but
I'm sure if he did it another way, he wouldn't have made that comment though.
Right. And from YouTube that if you post a video, you know how many times it's been viewed. You have access to that. Right.
Yeah, we check those numbers all the time.
Right. So I just find it interesting. And at the same time, going back to Mal's, O'Brien's, where they're out of the screen on the video, which that should make that video invalid.
Now, again, I can't pretend to have watched all of Hiller's stuff.
Yeah.
I know that if you go watch Rudy this weekend, he has 4 cameras on him in case something happens to one, or he gets out of frame on one.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? And so like he has 4 cameras running all the time. And I'm assuming that HWPO, if you watch their stuff, leave nothing to chance. They over measured everything to make sure that like 8 feet wasn't going to be called wrong. So they went 9. So
Oh.
Wad Zombie says in Hiller's video, they say it has to be viewed for 30 seconds to count as a view. Well, that wouldn't be long enough to judge
Right. If somebody
the V-ups anyway, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, but okay, that's a good perspective. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I agree that I feel like HWPO would totally have all that handled. So I'm only going from that one snippet that was addressed on Hiller's, but I'm just saying it does feel inconsistent here. I just recorrected what I said, Patrick. So thank you. You're correct.
Yeah, I would not put it past HWPO to have 4 or 5 cameras rolling and different views and angles and everything just to make sure everything's okay. And Hiller has admitted when he posts videos that he doesn't call for confirmation or get confirmation. He figures you can debate that in public once he posts the video and talk about things like that. And so my guess is he didn't ask Matt or Mal or O'Keefe or anybody what the video process was and what they did at the time.
Yeah.
He just saw what he saw and made the comment.
Fair. Yeah. And I only brought that part up because it just was on my mind as I was thinking about this other athlete who was trying to make it to semifinals, who has been there before.
Yeah. Everybody doesn't go to HWPO. So it's not like everybody's got 4 cameras to put up.
Yeah.
He hadn't had any problems before. Yeah. This isn't his first video he submitted. So he has to know, like, I know what the views look like.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to say is, like, I'd never been around an elite athlete until this year during quarterfinals, like, or even the Open. And like, it was a shock to me how many cameras Rudy had. He won the games last year and he doesn't want to leave any of that to chance.
Sure.
This is like his whole world. And so he's not at HWPO. He's an independent guy doing it on his own. And he just has other gym members all with their iPhones in different places just to make sure that every battery is charged and everything is captured. Andrew asks about incognito mode. Does it do anything? I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to watch it and not have the view recorded. Don't know why. Yeah, I don't. That's above my knowledge level on YouTube. Yeah. Really, this off season, that's kind of going to be my next dive into knowledge, is to figure out what YouTube is and how to use it to the best of our ability. Right now, we're just kind of winging it over here. And then
why would you do that?
Why would you?
Yeah, your CrossFit. Who cares? I'm looking at it.
And then Hiller doesn't, however. One would think that to avoid Hillers of the world, you would upload the best version to the place where the public can see it. If you're putting it up for the public to see it, maybe you just want them to see a certain aspect of something, and it's not your official video. I could see that too.
Yeah. But I'm like, this is what I'm saying. Patrick's comment here is really what I was trying to say on this, that it does feel like some athletes are getting a benefit of the doubt. And so some of those fringe athletes, right, who don't even know why their reps weren't counted, seems, not cool.
Right. There is that appearance, and that appearance is not good for the sport. And I think it's a lack of transparency. If CrossFit came out and said, here's the video that shows Mal in the screen the whole time, all of a sudden that's no longer a speculation, right? And it's been the shortcomings of CrossFit HQ for years now, that they're just not transparent with the decisions that they make. And so it seems arbitrary to us people not in that inner circle at CrossFit HQ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, to Nick's comments, that's
And
not
what?
true.
What's that?
He looks at cat stuff in incognito mode, so we know he's not telling the truth.
Oh gosh, you guys, too much.
So, yeah. So I'm excited for the quarters now that we have the floor plans. Other than this row workout, they look to be like they could be pretty exciting to watch. Rowing's never going to be a spectator sport.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm curious what the weights are going to be. That's when I'll really know if I'm excited or not excited. I am disappointed about the crossovers.
Yeah, because you were nailing them.
Right. And I got to watch my coach this morning attempt them and not even be able to do them. And that made me feel like I was definitely better than him.
Like the coach?
The coach.
Well, jump roping has never been his best attribute.
I know, but that's why I felt elite today.
Yeah, I don't understand someone that athletic who cannot jump a rope.
That's what I'm saying. I told him it was a basic athletic skill.
Maybe he didn't have a childhood.
Maybe we should go back and revisit his trauma from childhood. You're right.
Maybe Michael Jackson stole it.
Could be. Could be.
And that's an inside joke.
That's an inside joke, yeah.
So, anything else going on this week? We have a pretty big lineup.
Yeah.
Already for this week. Before I head out to Lansing on Friday, we're wrapping up the last two quarterfinal athletes tomorrow that we've been following. That's Kelly Baker, Sydney Mikulishin, tomorrow night at 6 and 7. Then we have Mr. Scott Tetlow on the show on Wednesday at 7 p.m. And then Thursday, pretty jam-packed. We start the day with Alex Gazan at noon, Elia Miller at 3, and Hattie Canyo at 7. And all interesting people. I've known Aaliyah for the last year plus. She is so much fun. She's at like every event out there. Even if she's not competing, she's there having fun. Hattie coaches in Bali during the off season, and then comes in to do the quarterfinals here and the Open. And so we're catching her, I think, while she's in the States before she heads back to Bali. And of course, Scott Tetlow, the man, one of the first participants in Fit Wars. And he's been a friend of the show for about a year. We've had him on as an analyst during the games. We've had him on different times. So
he's funny.
Excited to catch up with Scott Tetlow. So, but yeah, that's this week. And we already have most of next week booked.
We do.
If you want to see that, you can go out to our YouTube channel. Most of the stuff is already up there, primed and ready to go to let you guys know what we have going on. But we are in our effort to interview as many semifinalists as we can before semifinalists start. We're starting in North America, and then we're going to go to Europe and maybe Oceania as well.
We're not physically going to go there.
No.
Maybe.
No, just interviewing those people. So, and we have a lot of conversations going on right now for scheduling that we just haven't pinpointed a date and time yet. But man, we are working the phones like crazy this week. So with that, if there's nothing else, Charlie, how's the hip doing? You had a bad day yesterday?
Just worked a little bit. It's good though. We'll get there. I got a picture of Corey on my mirror like Rocky IV, so
yep,
we're good.
Corey and Charlie.
He's your Drago.
It's my Drago.
I like this.
So next year you're taking Corey down in the age group qualifiers.
I think that you and Corey should do some slap fighting.
You can start calling me the Count of Monte Fisto.
Weirdo.
You going Apollo Creed now, man. All right, man. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. You can get those prison workouts in now, can't you? A little push up, little bench, some hammer curls.
Yep. It'll be real upper strong.
Real. Hey, but don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
Yep. And everybody's saying we're hitting the streets too. So, wow.
Yes, Charlie.
And Corey Lee's bring it. He must break you.
Drago. We had a friend in college that we called Drago because he looked like him.
Yeah. Well, with that, man, it's always fun catching up with you guys on a Monday. So glad you could jump on again. Like, subscribe, hit the notifier so you're the first to know when we have new stuff coming out, because we have a ton coming down the pike. And we will see you all next time on the Clydesdale Media Roundtable.